I don't think
well,
she
maybe I'll
exists.
try calling her. I guess maybe she was waiting. No? Unable to connect.
They're hacking up the Shakespeare here in Austin.
What are they doing with Shakespeare?
They're taking out all of it except for the scary parts, and we're going to go.
Okay, so they're showing scary-only Shakespeare.
Not working.
That's hacked Shakespeare with no non-scary parts.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Robot Girl.
Shakespeare. They're taking out all of it except for the scary part, and we're going to go.
All right, Robot Girl, you'll have to turn off the Ustream account now.
All right. Tis off. Cool. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, we almost had a catastrophic failure over here.
Robot Girl.
Oh my God.
Am I hurting anything?
I don't think it's working, but...
Yeah, I hear you, Robot Girl.
Oh. Well, she can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you. So if you click on Start Video.
Whoa.
Now what do we want?
Oh.
Which left button? My left or your left?
All right, here we go.
Robots take things very literally.
Well,
It's Robot Girl.
I'll take one of the two. I guess he's
I knew she wasn't a girl or a robot.
Oh,
Oh,
there she is. Show us the laser beams.
right now.
she's controlling my mind.
Okay.
Stop it. Right now, what?
Okay, so hello.
Is it time to
Fatman
go?
Circuit Girl world.
Hi.
So I live on a robotics theme floor at Clarkson University, and right now we actually just finished a meeting, and we're putting in cameras to do remote mentoring. So I'm going to unplug everything and show you around.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully that's
So where was this again? I think I missed.
Clarkson University. It's in New York.
A robot-themed dorm?
Floor. Yep.
Wow, that's cool.
Right.
Man,
So
I'd even go to school for that.
let's see. This is basically the camera that will be used to, like,
It's like a wide-angle lens on that.
shut up. Yeah, it's a really high-tech camera, and it can move around and stuff. So, like, if we were to do, like, robot demos, people could just type in the IP address and go to it and see around the room. These are two mentors on the floor.
Some amazing work done with these chairs. These chairs are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't started anything.
This is, I don't know if you can see it. This is basically the table where we'll be doing, like, FLL stuff.
What is the
And
FLL?
She sounds like me.
FLL is First Lego League. That's basically elementary school kids. And FTC is high school / elementary.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, that's basically the robotics theme floor. Now, what I've been doing is working on Manoi, who is right here. I don't know if you can see it, but
Now we're talking.
Robots, all right.
yeah.
Yo.
Humanoid robots.
Right,
What
so
does he
I'm gonna
do?
go
What
ahead, like,
does he come in peace?
What? What's that?
Does he what does he do? Does he come in peace? Will he take us over? What's his function?
His main function is to play hockey, but right now, it can hula hoop. so I can show that to you.
That is one peaceful robot.
Hula hoop, that's awesome.
Plug everything in. Hang on a sec.
So are those ping pong balls with LEDs, RGB LEDs?
Yeah, so, there we go. So basically, up here are ping pong balls with RGB LEDs. These two are controlled by the same circuit, and so are these. So I make them blink by using a sanguino, which is behind Manoi. Let's see if I can. Oh, so the sanguino is basically right there. I don't think you can see it very well.
Oh, that's a big jumble of wires.
Yeah.
Is that ultimately all going to
The
be
sanguino.
inside him at some point?
I don't know yet. Probably. But it would
Define
add a lot of
inside.
weight to the back, so.
If he takes over the
Oh.
room, that will be defined as inside him.
And so you can see the infrared on the IR sensor right now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, there's a code in the Sanguino where I say if something gets close to the IR, then the ping pong balls will move faster or slower depending on whatever.
Have
is
you
the case.
noticed how far apart do you have to have the IR emitter and then the receiver to receive a figure out distance?
I haven't really played with that. I was just saying analog read and then getting data because it just outputs an analog right here. The white cable. So the meat and potatoes of the robot is when it can hula hoop and wave. Let me see if I can get some more light onto it.
So are these fixed motions that he's doing, or does he interact somehow to do these hula hoop motions and pointing?
Right now it doesn't interact, but I can hook up a Wii nunchuck to it. And from there, I could just set certain controls to do whatever.
That's one good-looking robot.
I love it. I want him on my desk. Are you going to build him or a kit for him so that people can make him?
Well, originally the robot came as a kit. It's the Manoi AT01 kit from Kyosho. So I had to basically tear out the board that they included in it and put an Arduino Mega onto its back. And also I had to figure out how I wanted to control all the servos. So I just used a serial servo controller.
How many servos does it have?
It has 17.
Wow.
Man.
So I'm curious, how did you get into robots? And when? And just maybe some background.
Off with the Mindstorms kit. So basically the Lego RCX2.
How old were you when this?
I got bored with.
How old were you when you got into this? With the Mindstorm?
I think I was 12 or something like that.
And you just started college,
Probably.
right? So you're probably early 20s?
Yeah, something like that.
So once you got into doing the Lego Mindstorm, did you know this is what you wanted to go study immediately, or?
Well, really what I want to do is just give character to inanimate objects. So I either wanted to be an animator or do robotics. Robotics is a bit more scientific, so I liked it more, and that's what I'm doing.
So you're very much into this for the art. You're an art scientist.
Well, like over the summer, I made a AI program that basically simulates social intelligence by using primary socialization tactics.
What does that mean?
That means that in order to get a robot to be social, you have to have it have a knowledge of interacting with humans. Done right now is that they put the robot into a scenario where it's interacting with the human and it learns from that human. What I did was I put the robot into an artificial society and had it learn from that. And so from there, when it interacts with the human, it will be able to reflect on what it learned when it was being socialized. So it's sort of like the robot is coming from a robo culture and not just straight from like the factory or whatever.
So how do you make this environment, this artificial social environment? And have you got it working, or?
Yeah. I started out with 2 parent robots that are socializing a child robot, and the whole process is a bunch of AI algorithms that work together to formulate like favorable actions and unfavorable actions. That's sort of the key part of the program. I don't tell it what is good or bad. It figures it out on its own, and it's with respect to its own culture. So what's good or bad in its culture might not necessarily be good or bad in our culture, which makes it interesting.
So are you writing these simulations in like some high-level language?
Yeah, Java.
How would someone go about writing something like this? Is there sample examples that someone can build off of, or do you have to write it from the ground up?
Yeah, pretty much write it from the ground up. I don't know if I'll be releasing my code yet. I haven't even released the paper yet, so I'm just taking one step at a time.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Jeri, not only has this robot started a new dance craze over here, we've also decided that you should probably I think you should take Master Beta and pull out the circuit board that came in him, glue an Arduino to his back, and put him in a social environment where he can learn artificial values that have nothing to do with our sense of good and evil, so that he can someday say, "You humans, with your small sense of values, you have no idea."
I think that's what we've done by plunging him straight into the chat room and YouTube videos.
This has nothing to do with universal values, but you're going to learn what's right and wrong, okay?
While we're here, I want to put a plug in. I forgot to tell everyone that Master Beta has a Twitter account. Is it Master
Beta, yeah.
Master Beta, or is it Master Beta?
No, it's Master Beta, all one word.
All right.
Beta is spelled B-E-T-T-A.
Thank you. Don't get that wrong, people.
So go follow Master Beta and make sure he stays fed well.
So RobotGrrl, it's really great having you around the chat room and tuning in to watch the show. We really appreciate it. It's nice to have
Yeah.
people doing stuff, and sounds like you're doing a lot of really cool stuff.
I love that Jeri had to ask you what an acronym stood for. Although the fact that she did that means I'm going to be out of a job soon.
She was over my head a lot, so that's pretty exciting.
That was fun. Yeah, that was really fun. Thank you for doing this with us.
Will you come back and share as you make progress?
Yeah, I have lots of projects around that I could share.
Oh, really? Oh, keep going. We love this stuff.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, so another project.
Here we go.
Oh, the chat room is loving this. So there's like 70 or 80 people digging this.
Oh, there you go.
Roomba.
You know that guy.
Is that the development version?
Yeah, so this is an iRobot. Lagging. Yeah, okay, so this is an iRobot Create. Basically, it's a Roomba, but without the vacuum. So, as you can see, there's no vacuum on it. It does have this command module, which is basically like an AT Mega 168, but without the Arduino bootloader on it. And so, since everyone loves Arduinos, I just had to hook up my Arduino to it. So basically, I don't use this whole command module thing. What it's doing is the Arduino is getting power from the iRobot Create's battery and then sending serial data through the DIN connector, and the iRobot from there parses it, and it can do stuff. So, in order for it to do stuff, though, you have to convert from millimeters per second to a hex number, split it in two, apply different bits if you want it to go backwards or forwards, and then convert it again to a byte. And so it's a pretty tricky process to get working and to basically debug, but I've been playing around with it, and let me just... So, I don't know if you can see it, but basically it's just moving around. Oh, wait, where is it?
So is this code? Did you write this all yourself, and is there a place that people can get this to look at?
Hang on a sec.
Be quiet, Jeri. She's having fun.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm being all demanding here. Because I want to build one of these.
You wait your turn. This isn't about you.
Yeah. Just move around.
So when you say do stuff, I think that this is the kind of stuff I do. It's beating its head on the wall.
It's stupid because you have to do all those number conversions and they never work right. So you never know what the iRobot will do.
It's got a randomness factor in it. Man. That's beautiful.
Jeri, what was your question? I forgot.
Oh, I was wondering where people can get this code if they want to repeat this, or is this more stuff that you've created yourself and it's not available?
I did it on Friday, so I'll be blogging it sometime this week.
Oh, okay. Where's your blog so people can follow you?
RobotGrrl.com.
But it's spelled funny, right?
GRRL. Yeah.
That's not funny. That's
Robot
how you
GRRL. Girl.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're on Twitter too. Twitter/RobotGrrl, right?
Grr.
Grr.
That is how they spell girl, Jeri.
Oh.
That's how it's done.
Well, I never did well in school, so.
No, well, it's just the school of the internet, Jeri. And here's something else that I found out is that there are certain communities in which it's very condescending and bad to use the word cute, and yet it's almost impossible not to. And Robot Girl, I'm going to sin, and I'm going to make a real ass of myself. Oh, Molly's falling over here. Okay. And I'm going to say, man, I'm sorry. That is smart. That is beautiful. But I've got to use the C word. There's some cute robots you got going on there.
Oh, look what she's hooking up now.
Yeah, this is basically my little Arduino-controlled LED display that really creeps people out at night. So basically anyone outside can see this right now, where it's all like flashing lights. They think it's some sort of bomb, but it's not.
What? I couldn't quite hear that.
Oh, they think it's a bomb, but it's really not. It's just a bunch of LEDs moving around.
Yeah, because if someone was going to make a bomb, they would have a big blinking LED on it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's only fair. It gives James Bond a sporting chance.
The camera actually doesn't pick it up well, but basically it's a bunch of LEDs moving in a circle, controlled by a Arduino.
It seems to be made of pure energy. It's an intelligent life form, but not life as we know it. It's made of a material, but not one known to us.
As far as we can tell over blurry Skype, at least.
You scared me, Jeri.
So, it looks like you do a lot of projects. Do your fellow students also do this many projects? Or are you just, obsessed and a mad woman that makes a lot of stuff?
I guess both.
Yeah, okay. Are there more like you at the school? Are there more like you at home? Are there more people who? Well, what do we mean by like her, Jeri? That's.
I love it. I love that she's doing like all this stuff, and she's like so casually, like, "Oh, I did that Friday." That's
very cool. Very active. But we're kind of looking for a comparative. I mean, are you the most? Do you poop out more projects than anybody else on your dorm floor, or are you about average, or is everybody as productive as you and as artistic and off the wall, or do you have you got a special place in that structure, and other people do different things? What's it like around there on your world?
Yeah,
what color is the sky on your planet?
It's purple.
There you go.
A lot of people
Knew it.
do their stuff. We have access to a lot of Lego kits. So one person actually made this giant Lego NXT robot with 2 brains, and it can shoot out a lot of cannons to people. And we're working on calculating a way on how to plan a trajectory by using an ultrasonic sensor that comes with the NXT.
So what's it going to shoot? T-shirts or candy or airsoft or?
There's a Lego part that's actually like shooting cannon part. So it just like you could click it and it shoots a projectile out. So there's 5 of those on this one single robot, and it's absolutely huge, like bigger than that.
Now, when the government comes to you with buckets of money for that, ask them what government they are. That's always good taste. Before you take their money, this government, say, what government are you first?
Yeah.
So, and I really like that you said it shoots projectiles to people. That's very generous. It's a lot better than shooting projectiles at people.
Yeah, she's much nicer than, say, Trish, that would probably be shooting projectiles at people to hurt them. Through people. That is right, George. Through people.
Deep into people. That's very cool. I love a robot with two brains. And what's not to love? One for moving, one for shooting. Is that how it works?
Yeah, pretty much. And also, I'm president of the Autonomous Robotics Club, so we have a few members there that want to make a walking biped. So, like, walking like that, basically sort of like humanoid, but different. So that will be pretty cool. We'll try and get a lot of money for that, of course. And a lot of people also just want to play with Lego, so it's really cool.
Can people directly donate to your club? I mean, is there a donate button somewhere if someone wants to help facilitate this?
Good.
Yeah, you can donate to me and just send me an email where you want the money to go, and I'll make sure that happens. Or you could just donate to me and I'll decide where I want the money to go. Either way, it will go somewhere that would be useful.
She's being straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so great. You know what I'm really seeing, though, that there's a breath of fresh air in this world, is that you are not doing this. You're clearly not doing this because someone's making you do it. This is bubbling up from your joy center deep within. And I think that people would have a lot of trouble stopping you from doing this stuff.
I think someone tried to shoot something through her. Did someone shoot you?
My lamp tried to attack me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's getting smart.
Oh. Whoa.
Too many robots. You must put it in the robot dungeon and teach it a lesson, but then it will rebel.
Okay, RobotGrrl, we'll let you go, and I'm going to add you to the regular Skype line so you can call in whenever you want and share.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thank you, RobotGrrl. And everyone, go follow RobotGrrl. That's RobotGrrl on Twitter.
2 R's.
And then look for RobotGrrl blog and donate money so they can make her biped robot. And thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wow.
Man,
She is awesome.
Yeah.
And she found us. We didn't find her.
Crafter brought her to us, I believe.
You Crafter.
Is that right, Crafter? Thank you, Crafter.
That's a very good present for all the scientists.
Well, I'll make sure we
she
get...
really... She personifies that spirit, doesn't she, Jeri?
Yeah, once she got going, boy, she was giggly and loving it. It's awesome.
Well,
all right, are we ready to call it a evening and go get some food?
Yeah,
we'll
sounds like a plan, baby.
We'll be back hacking in an hour or so after we get some chow. And it's great. 77 people were watching RobotGrrl. And I'm gonna click stop on record, and it's going to disconnect us all. But then I'm gonna restart us up again, and then we'll be back in an hour. Who knows what we'll do? I'm all inspired with robotic motion now.
Well, we got to get the fish feeder working because this fish has to eat.
Oh, that's right. I've always forgot about.
Did you say robotic emotion, Jeri?
Emotion, yeah.
Robotic emotion.
I almost forgot about our fish. He was going to starve.
And that's why we have to get the fish feeder done.
So we're going to have...
How's the fish going to eat if we don't have a robotic fish feeder that's controlled by the RC channel?
Thanks, George. I'll catch you. All right. Catch you guys a little later. Bye.
Great show.